Finish him! Get over here!
Yo, what's going on, guys? Hope you guys are doing well. This is Scorpion here, professional gaming coach and former competitive professional DVD player. So this is a match I had against the Trickster. And as you guys probably know by now, he's like really bad. The dabs did him dirty. But I'll try to point out some things I think they could change to make him better. At least from what I heard, like if you guys don't know, at the moment that I'm making this recording, they said they kind of give some hints saying that they will buff him soon. You know, they're kind of working on changes already. Kind of that's what the idea that they, you know, seemed like they were trying to communicate. So hopefully we can see some buffs for him soon. I have already played him as well. Okay, though I did not post anything yet, but I did play him, and he's pretty bad. So my opinions here are not like only survivor based. I actually, you know, played against him and as him, so I do know both sides here of the coin. So as usual, the first bad thing about him is that he's a slow killer. So on loops like this, on structures especially, those 110 killers are pretty bad. Like Dix can usually loop them more times because of it. Right there, I don't think I actually had to use that hard, but I just used it just to be safe because I didn't want to go down for not using it later. So, and you see, this is something you can do against the hunters as well. You just use the objects as cover, as you see me doing here. So that's kind of a, you know, he can't really counter the map, so to speak. So if there's a lot of cover in the way, it's pretty easy to avoid also his knives. Now, one thing I think they definitely need to buff him is either the time, like, cause there's, I think it's called laceration, which is the duration of the effect of the knives before they kind of go away. That should be like, it should be like kind of like the plague, it never goes away, or you know, they need to at least like buff it like for way more of a time before it starts going down. Considering it takes this many knives for you to, you know, take an injury state. So at the very least, they shouldn't be like, you know, slowly regressing like that. Or another buff they could do is really just definitely, I think even if they buff this duration thing, they should still buff the amount of knives it takes. I think it should take way less knives for the survivor to go down. Like I honestly, I feel like I should be down already, or at the very least I should, you know, be one knife left from death here. The fact that I'm still like halfway, I'm not even, you know, I think it's kind of bad. So you see right there again, just simple looping on the structures like that, he gets totally destroyed. Hunters is kind of the same thing, but yeah, these slow killers, they can't really play around the high walls too much. Best bet for them would be to kind of hit you on the long wall, you know, with the shot, or you know, hit you while you're dropping the pallet. Which for him is kind of unlike Huntress, where she would down you from that. He just gets like 1 or 2 knives in, which kind of does nothing, and they regress with time, as you saw there, so it's kind of pointless. You know, so that's why I think they need to buff those 2 things, the duration, and I think like 5 knives or so. Maybe 4 would be too much, maybe 4 with an add-on, but 5 knives default I think is fine for the survivor to go down, and he should regress like that. I think that's dumb. Like if he's putting the effort to hit the shot, he should get rewarded for it, you know. So he should be able to hit you like during the loop, I think, just like he was doing to me there a few times. But just, you know, lower the amount of knives necessary so that the survivor can actually go down from getting those shots mid loop. I feel like that would make him a lot better of a killer. So this man just got his first hook of the match. It's like all 5 gens done. And I think I used like maybe 3 structures and plus 2 random pallets around the RNG pallets, I think. And that was like a 5 gen chase already. I think that's like what, 5 minutes into the match, 4 minutes into the match. If you don't know, the 5 gens can be done in like 3 minutes or so. My team in tournaments, we've done the 5 gens in 3 minutes. So that's more than enough time for the gens to be done if the survivors are competent enough. See right here, I don't have BT, but you know, someone has to go for the save, but she's going to, you know, die there, so You see what I'm doing there as well, that another point about him is that it's kind of very easy to dodge his hits. Or rather, it's very hard for him to hit you if you're like jerking around too much with your body. Especially if you're kind of running close to him. Like, the mag didn't do that, but I think you'll see me do it here in a couple of minutes. Like, you kind of run towards him, like literally in his face. It gets really hard for him to aim at you when you're that close, because his knives are insanely precise. I think the bad thing about him is that he's kind of the worst things of Huntress and Deathslinger combined. So, like Huntress, the bad thing about her is that there's too much travel time to the hatchet, so it makes it kind of easy for the survivor to like turn the last second and dodge your, you aim properly, but he ends up dodging you anyway because of the travel time, So that's kind of annoying. That's I think the worst thing about the Huntress is that. Plus her speed, of course. So doing those long walls, loops, and structures, she's gonna be pretty bad. You're gonna waste a lot of time there because you cannot get an angle to shoot the survivor because of the loop going on. So that's her worst. And Deathslinger, the worst thing about him is really just the precision. He's really good. Unlike Huntress, he doesn't have to reload and all of that. But the bad thing about him is that he has to be like insanely precise, and there's no aim assist as well. So your accuracy needs to be even better than with the Huntress, The Huntress, the hitbox of the hatchets is way bigger than the bullet of his gun. So I think that's the bad thing about him. In a way that in essence that makes him harder to play, is that you have to actually be like 100% accurate all the time, way more than you would have to do with the Huntress. So the Trickster is kind of a combination of both things. He has to be super accurate because the hitbox of the knives is pretty much the same hitbox as the shot of Deathslinger, but combining with the fact that they also have travel time like the hatchet of the Huntress. So it's like the worst of both worlds together. It's just so bad. And plus the fact that he doesn't get the same reward out of it. Like, he doesn't down the survivor. He needs to take like 8 knives just to injure them. It looks so bad. So if he's gonna be that hard to play, he needs to have a high reward to it, to hit him the shots. Now this is a pretty jeez, I did a mind game there. I'm not sure. Yeah, another mind game there. So I'm just trying really hard to carry my team here, but they are so bad. Like, it's kind of tough, man. Like, they're so bad. Like, they keep making dumb decisions. You see, like that other time I tried to heal the person and she wasn't even recovering on the floor. Like, come on. It's like they want to die or something. See, like the mag right now, why she's not going for the save? Just like so dumb, making so many mistakes. But we could have easily escaped at least 3 people here, I'd say. Look at this mag crouching. Oh boy. But yeah, those are the problems that I see with the Trickster. They definitely need to buff him. They could also increase his movement speed. I heard some people say that. I don't think that's, completely necessary, to be honest. Because he's still going to be bad on the loops, like loops like that. The speed isn't going to help that much. So I think I don't know, maybe it could make a difference. We would have to test it out to see, but yeah, either increase the movement speed or, but I think he needs definitely some kind of buff to the shots, okay? Like, there should be no reduction on the laceration, and it should be way less than like 7 or 8 knives for them to go down. It should be like around 5, I think it's fine. Less than that would probably be to a B for the players that are actually good at hitting shots. So I guess that's my thoughts on the structure and how they should buff him. If you want to see more videos like this, feel free to comment below and I'll reply to you guys. If you need help or something, you want coaching, just check the description below. I have all the information there. You can find my guys there as well. I've done for nursing and whatnot. So yeah, that's the video. See you guys in the next one. Take care.